Hi, I'm a first-time mom-to-be and a chronic researcher. I'm going to tell you the more expensive items that are on our baby registry. Caveats before we get into it: what works for me is not going to work for you. Every single family, every single baby is going to be different. Even the recommendations that you get from your best friend may not be applicable to you. Okay? So if this doesn't float your boat, that's fine. Do something different. Also, I recognize that it is a privilege to have all of these things on my baby registry. That being said, there are dupes for like 99% of these things. Okay? All right. Starting off strong with the Mom Cozy bottle washer and sanitizer. We got this on a Black Friday deal. We got this for like $90 less than what it typically runs. I'm very excited about this purchase. This basically has one of the little like dispensers for water on the back side of it, so it kind of like backs up nicely to our kitchen sink. You might find that a different bottle sanitizer washer situation works for you, or that you just want to use your dishwasher. That's cool too. Ours sucks. Next up is the Nanit. We opted for the Nanit Baby List bundle on Black Friday as well. This comes with like the travel stand, the little thing that you can wrap around the baby that's similar to like basically the owlet, except it's like for their body. A couple of other like a travel carrying case, shit like that. Bearing in mind that I do also have a non-Wi-Fi like needed baby monitor that I have in my Amazon cart. It's like $60. Because yes, I'm insufferable. Like I said, I am a chronic researcher. That is like one of my favorite things to do. I had this baby registry ready when I was like 8 weeks pregnant, okay? So believe me when I say that the amount of hours I spent looking at videos, looking at Reddit threads on bassinets is insane. It's insane material. Bassinets are one of those items that are incredibly specific to your needs as a parent and what you want for your child. So I have plenty of friends who have opted for a smart bassinet, a more expensive situation. I have friends who have opted for like the bassinet attachment to their stroller. It totally depends. I opted for the Harpa bassinet. It is the bedside bassinet. Couple of reasons why this specifically was the bassinet that I chose. A, it has an underneath like compartment. There we go, where I could put shit. Okay, that was important to me. The second thing, it has optional wheels, so I wasn't quite sure if I wanted it to like move around the house, but in the event that I want it to, it can do that. It also has completely breathable material all the way around the bassinet. So it's kind of a mesh material the entirety of the way around the bassinet. It has several different heights. It has the little thing that you can pull down on the side so you can just roll over. Those were all kind of important things to me. The Stokie Yoga 2-in-1 swing and bouncer. Okay, so this was another area that I spent way too fucking long researching. Okay, were swings, bouncers, etc. We opted for this one because it is technically a 2-in-1 product. So it is both a bouncer and a swing. I was not interested in like having 17 fucking things around. Okay, this is my first child. I was like, dude, can we just like kind of like condense this shit? So this is what we opted for. Stokie is I think that's how you say it, is a very reputable brand amongst like baby products. Okay. Also, not for nothing, I'd be lying if I didn't say that this mattered to me. It's fucking pretty, man. It's a pretty looking bouncer. So that was another reason. But if you combine the cost of a bouncer plus a swing, this is a $300 product. You would be spending that anyway if you were to buy each of those separately. And in most instances, you would be spending more than that. Our stroller. Everybody wants to know about the stroller. Okay, so again, another area I spent far too long researching. I was down to about 3 strollers by, again, the time I was like 8 to 10 weeks pregnant. I basically knew what stroller we were going to get. We opted for the Pippa Urban car seat and the Swiv travel stroller situation. Now, again, strollers are incredibly specific to your lifestyle, where you live, your wants and needs for your baby. I wanted a travel system that would essentially serve as our full-time stroller system. Another thing that I didn't really like care for, I guess, was being able to have multiple children in the stroller at one time. Girl, if you think that I'm having another toddler, well, I have a toddler. No. So that was not a situation I was going to embark on, a journey I was going to embark on, okay? The Swiv, I loved it for a lot of different reasons, mostly that you can plug different things into the base of the stroller. So you can do the car seat, you can do the bassinet, you can do the little seat that they give you, whatever. All great features. I'm happy to do an entire other video on the stroller. I'm happy to talk about the top 3 that I had. Happy to give you the rundown on that. But basically, the TLDR is that I wanted a nice stroller. I wanted like a luxury stroller system. I'm that bitch. I'm so sorry. There are plenty out there. Let me be so clear. There are plenty of stroller systems out there that you do not need to spend an arm and a leg on, okay? The Swiv had certain qualities to it that I was willing to spend the money on, okay? The Swiv is also Nuna's newest stroller system and their lightest stroller system. So I think it clocks in at around like, I don't know, 15 pounds or some shit. It's incredibly light. So when you are like popping it up with one hand, which that is also a feature, it's super light, okay? And like that mattered to me. I didn't want to be like clunking around a big fuck ass, like, no, that was not, no. 2 products that I personally own that will be going into the nursery. The Hatch sound system or whatever, the sleep system. I have one in our bedroom. I'm obsessed with it. We're getting one for the nursery. Secondly, the Canopy nursery humidifier. I have the regular Canopy humidifier in my room. I'm obsessed with it. We're getting one for the nursery. Yeah, I did put an espresso machine on my registry, and I'm really not fucking sorry at all about that. So, the Mockingbird high chair. I opted for this one because, again, I felt like it was a pretty solid middle ground. If you think that I'm paying for the Trip Trap high chair, I know this is very specific. Like, I'll throw down some money for some things, and then on other things, I'm like, no way. Listen, I get it. I get that people love the Trip Trap situation. Also, the name, I'm just like, Trip Trap. I don't know. Bizarre. I just couldn't justify having like a $400 high chair on my registry. I was like, bitch, you're already extra. Let's just like reel it in here. So we opted for the Mockingbird. I love a lot of features about this high chair, specifically that like every single part of it is like washable. Okay, so you can like wipe down every single part. There's really nothing on it that's like fabric. That was a big bonus for me. The diaper bag. Another area that I spent far too long researching because you really just don't need to spend this long doing that. Again, another item that is incredibly unique and specific to you and your needs, okay? I have plenty of friends who spend like threw down dollars on a diaper bag, like on a designer, beautiful purse. Not for me. I am more in the middle ground, okay? Like where I put a really nice one on our registry. I said to myself, if somebody buys it, great. My mother-in-law just bought it. God bless her. But then I also have friends who like love their Amazon diaper bags. Again, just your preference. I will tell you, as a little treat ski for myself, when we started trying to have kids, I did buy myself the Baze Ultimate Diaper Bag. Hear me when I say that the Baze Ultimate Diaper Bag is also just a really, really, really fucking good travel bag. Like, it's a solid backpack, dude. I used it on our trip to London in the fall before I was ever pregnant, and it was amazing. Loved it. 10 out of 10 recommend. It is a little bulky, in my opinion, for a diaper bag, like an everyday diaper bag. So I did put one on our registry. Like I said, my mother-in-law just bought it. Shout out Anne. The Mina Bay Emmy Full is what I put on our registry. Again, it was one of those things I was like, if somebody buys it, amazing. If not, cool. It's gorgeous. It's stunning. When I get it, I'm happy to show it to you. If you have questions about anything else specific that I have on my registry, let me know. Like I said, I'm like a chronic researcher at heart. This was like putting together my registry was like really fun for me. I recognize and understand that not everybody is a psychopath, okay? A lot of people don't want to put themselves through that. So I am happy to chat about like why I chose items, research I did on specific items. Ultimately, your registry is meant to accommodate you and your family. It's meant to accommodate your price range that you have for items, meant to accommodate how many kids you have, all of that. Like there's so many different factors. So yeah, happy to chat more about that, but this was my expensive item list.